Righty then, that is now finally working. I hate having to use this shitty Wankworth's webcam, but it's my only choice. For this, his battery has died and the spare battery is also dead. So that's out the window till I actually bother to charge the thing. Now where's the lens cap? There it is. Usual unorganised mess as usual, isn't it? Oh, that's just a work folder. Looks sort of like dried blood. I've also got one of these, which is another reason I wanted to test my camera out on it. I did hang both this and the film SLR and have them hanging off the door on this earlier, and it works quite beautifully. It's actually built pretty well. I do wonder about longevity. So much plastic though and ball socket joints. I've had experience with these in toys and they have a habit of wearing out, so it'd be interesting to see how this does in the long term. I'm expecting more out of it because it wasn't exactly cheap, and I think these are pretty widely regarded in the photography industry. Other than that, it seems pretty well built. It's got an absolutely fantastic range of adjustments. It's like a robot. Fire lasers. Yeah, get that out. Also got the films from the SLR going off to be developed. Got 2 included with the development. Went to Jessop's. And these are these, which you can just about make out in the pixelated crappiness. And I've been playing my dose meter and homemade Geiger counter today. And also recently I got one of these. Now these normally go for 50 quid, but do you think I paid that? Nah. I think this came to about total of postage of £5. I've learnt searching for good deals off my mum. I'm a bargain hunter. It also comes with a 16K data pack, which is essentially just an EEPROM cartridge. Let's see if we can pull it out and show it to you. Oh, it now tells you how long you've been recording for. I don't know whether it used to do that because I didn't use this function too often. So pull out a data pack so we can show our internet audience the awesomeness of it. So, ow, I just stabbed myself in the corner of it. And there it is. Pretty awesome if you ask me. I think if you remove that then it exposes its actual UV EEPROM. I don't know. But, like Dave Jones did, I will be doing a teardown of this at some point. Because teardowns are so much fun. It's so much fun pulling things to bits. I should do a video teardown of this. But I don't really want to reset it. Because to reset it you take out the batteries. Dose meter. Love this kind of stuff. Works too. Now he goes. Now we can see if we just contrast better for the display. Not really. You got. We can't make the text disappear completely. Make it go pretty dark. About there's about right for most viewing angles. The only thing is it doesn't have an off button. Just kind of goes into sort of sleep mode, so that just lives next to the computer at the moment. Doesn't have a private place like one of the Huskies, like the Holy Grail Husky, which lives over there. In that cabinet you can just see the side of that looks like I'm rubbing my finger up and down. Xbox has not done any more red ringing. Perhaps it got the idea when I yanked the power cord out of it and punched it. Raspberry Pi is half hanging off. Need to build a case for that. You can see and you can't really see the film canister, and for God's sake, the pixels are so bad you can't even see the beep keyboard. That's appalling. Why do they put such piles of wank in computers and pass it off as a webcam when it really isn't fit for purpose? Oh, we're up to 520-ish. No, trouble is with the seconds, they carry on counting on. Let's go to a fun story about one of the other machines here. Just chuck all that on the bed. This beastie. It's run out of batteries at the moment, need to charge some for it. I think the rechargeables are still in there, I don't think I've taken them out. Are they? No. Yeah, they are out. But we went to London, and there was like this for the Olympics, and we went up there. I took both cameras, and we were going to go into this like big one of the parks, which has huge TVs, but they had security, and I had this with me, so we couldn't. So we weren't really willing to risk it with me with this, because the security might think it's a bomb or something stupid like that, not actually realise it's a piece of computing awesomeness. So yeah, family's a bit pissed off about that, but they just kind of accepted it. It was fun. What else can I tell you that's been going on? My ranks of files to do with bad drivers is slowly building up with my crash cam. I'll make a compilation at some point when I deem I have enough files to make something of a decent length. I'll be going back to uni in the next few weeks. Ah, yes. My lack of video output, yes, probably some of you do wonder about that, because some of you do seem to miss me when I'm not uploading. I haven't gone anywhere, I'm just kind of doing things. Trouble is, well, redundancies hit my dad. My mum's retiring soon, although she hasn't retired yet. He is looking for work. So there's constantly people in the house, and I can't really do filming within the house, and other times I'm at work. However, I have got other useful stuff done, such as cleaning my car, cleaned my mum's car. Got to drive it around on the drive. She actually let me drive it around on the drive. Yay! Volvo V40. Lovely car. A bit weird being so low and automatic. I'm not used to automatics. It's very weird. There's one point I was driving it with one foot on the brake, one foot on the accelerator, but then it was more comfortable to go back to one foot controls brake and accelerator. Because as a manual you used to just the clutch with the left foot, but on an automatic you don't have that. The car does it all for you. You have to watch yourself, because it'd be easy to pull off when you don't want to. And you definitely have to neutral the engine when you stop it and put the handbrake on. The interesting thing is, Mum's car has a little safety feature that you can't enable it into drive or reverse. It won't let you move the gear, I'm not going to say gear knob, but gearbox mode selection knob, unless you've got your foot on the brake, which is brilliant. Because I was just trying to move with the hand, it wasn't having. I had to put my foot on the brake. There we go. It's a nice little safety feature built in there. But then Volvo V40, top of the range for its time, had everything in it of when it was built in around like 2000 or 1999 or something. Class 4 on NCAP safety as well. Side airbags, driver passenger airbag, so about as safe as my car, although my car doesn't have side curtains. Air conditioning, what else is there? Heated seats, leather interior, all sorts, stuff like that really. No, none of that sat-nav and all that malarkey, that didn't exist then. And that's the thing, it's like the options, because Mum's been looking for a new car because it is starting to cost money. But sat-nav, if you have it included from the manufacturer, is like £1,000. You can get a decent sat-nav from TomTom or Garmin, that's who I'm with, something like that, for much less. It's much better to go with the sort of unit you buy and stick on the windscreen if you really want it. Much more economical. I haven't really gathered any more stuff apart from this. I'm not really one for doing videos when there's people constantly in the house, which is probably that's one of the main reasons. Plus, after work, you just simply can't be arsed. I haven't really done anything in electronics since I built my Geiger counter. I need to re-establish some sort of rudimentary basic form of soldering workshop. Like I need to get the RGB cable built for the bead. That's the next thing I want to do. Because I've got the connectors, got them both at Maplins, and I've got the cable using an old VGA cable cutting off the two ends. So that solves that. Cable on cheap. It's only cheaper than buying anything out there. Because the connectors was dirt cheap from Maplins. In fact, it worked out to roughly to probably what it would been to get the two connectors off eBay, around the same sort of price bracket. Maybe a bit more expensive, maybe a bit cheaper. I didn't do the exact maths, so I don't know. Yeah, usual sort of stuff. Been doing loads of Fallout 3 mapping and playing with Fallout 3. Didn't have much luck with the model texturing because there's no like brushes in it. It's all model based. All model based, and even all the entries and trigger entries seem to be model based. It's quite a weird setup. I haven't seen anything like it before. I have to say I probably prefer the Valve method. Because it's the simplest of what I'm used to. It's quite an adaptation. I haven't done any more playing with my Arduino, which is stupid. I should have really. I want to play with some programming. I also want to brush up on subnetting and stuff like that, really. Hey, you can see 2 of my gas masks. 3, but one's not really very easily visible. Well, you won't recognise it. It is, use my finger as a point, exactly under my finger there, the little World War II civilian one, 1930s one, so probably used in World War II. In fact, I saw in a documentary German soldiers wearing that one, and then of course there's my 1950s up here. Plus of all, there's 2 on the wall over there that you can't see, one from Berlin and the 60s one. And look at all that noise from the crappy gain. I don't know whether it will set me adjusting it while it's recording or not. But yeah, I want to be putting up some of the photos I'll be taking with my dad's old SLR. Because I reckon it will take superior photos to this. Because also that SLR, did some research on it, and it used to be used by some professionals back in the day when it was current. Just do that. Oh, you can see the Electron laptop! The Electron laptop for those of you who want to see it again. Just stashed away under there. Scratch my foot because it's itchy. You can see my knee. That knee. See the tripod. It's evil. at you. You can tell I've run out of things to say, can't you? Most people think of that. End the video, not me. I know that it's true. I just kind of ramble on about whatever. Because I want to. The advantage is this method, while the video sound quality is utterly, literally, well, watching a projection on shitty smeared toilet paper is dirt piss easy to do. I see why some people do use webcams, even if it is a sacrifice of all quality and production value. Maybe a better webcam would help things, but to be honest, I don't see the justification in the expenses for it. I mean, at the end of the day, while that is absolutely crap in quality, it does the job on the rare occasion I actually want to use it. It does the job, and it's as simple. And if it does the job, why fix something that ain't broke? Yes, what else was there I wanted to talk about? I've just been thinking about some stuff I've been wanting to talk about. Ah, yes, Battlefield 3. The first time I was mentioned of Fallout 3, and in fact all games like Bethesda, Skyrim, New Vegas. Fantastic games, but sadly the engine they run on is quite frankly shit. Playing Fallout 3 on my PC, because I recently got it for that, it was like on some Steam sale for like £3 and got all the expansion packs as well, although the broken still doesn't work every time I get to the end of the game. All the rest work though. I don't know what's stopping that one. I have to do some more investigation, googling. Probably needs another DLL file. Because nothing like Intel HD graphics, but hey, you have what you have. Intel HD graphics is what's used in laptops, and well, I'm not going to be paying. I would like to build my own gaming PC though, like high end, that you stick a NVIDIA or ATI graphics card. I probably wouldn't really give a rat's ass which one, either one will do. Whichever one is decent but isn't stupidly priced. I wouldn't go for one of them stupid bloody like 1 mile long things that you need a case the size of a house to fit in, like £500 cards that you can buy a whole computer. That's just stupid. That's just paying stupid money. No, it'd be sort of a budget gaming machine. built with decent parts, but not. I would invest in decent parts, but I would not go silly by just buying stuff because for the sake of it being expensive. I'd do my research, find out what bits are truly good, what stuff has longevity, like a motherboard with solid state caps, that kind of thing. I mean, this is actually probably a dual core interlaced i3, but it interlaces it into a quad core. Exactly what that means, I do not know. I don't know about interlacing really. If someone can explain that to me, please do. But also Battlefield 3. Now, normally I only play the online on this, which, to be frankly honest, is fantastically online. But the single player, I decided to have a go at that a while ago. And well, you know Ghost Recon 2 Advanced Warfighter? You're getting the idea where this is going now. The single player on that is only slightly worse than the single player on this. It is so half-assedly put together. It seems to either... and at the moments where you start to actually be having fun, it suddenly pulls you out of the fun for some fucking quick time event or a cutscene that or some cutscene you don't care about when you just want to be gaming, you don't want to be pulled out. And it doesn't offer any sort. At least on Call of Duty single player, you get like things, you go off for a bit exploring, you find ammo, you find this, you might find a better gun. Hell, you find intelligence and stuff like that. A laptop or a briefcase or something like that. There's none of that. It's so linear, and it doesn't even try to not look linear. Fantastic multiplayer. Crap single player. It's such a shame, because it's not exactly a game that doesn't have the potential to have a fantastic single player. I mean, the first one, Battlefield Bad Company, had a fantastic single player about several guys in the war who ended up chasing a load of gold, and in the end they get it. But they actually put some work into the single player. The Destructo scenery was in there, not in there on this, only in the multiplayer. Such a disappointment. Shame. I expected better from it. So this will go into the list of never completed single players. A bit like modern Tomb Raiders, I find I get bored of them very quickly. Nothing beats the originals. The originals are actually quite decent. New ones, I find I lose interest too quickly in them. What else is there? In that pile of stuff. Halo 3, that's fun. Play through that time. Halo 3, I'm not sure why Halo gets its over sort of fanboy fanbase. I mean, yeah, it's a decent game, but Halo 3 isn't exactly anything outstanding. I'd say it probably falls on the ranks of about an average, a decent average first-person shooter. So, yeah, Project Gotham Racing 3, I went into that thinking it was going to be god-awful. Because I'm not a racing fan. I'm not really into racing games. But I played this once when I was ill a long time ago. And despite just the two major flaws I find of racing games, like this, lack of weapons, and you can drive a car at 170 miles an hour into a wall, and it won't even gain a scratch. No damage. Ah! But it had the core elements down. Now, I'm not a fan of racing games, but I found this was a lot of fun. And it is a decent game. Which was remarkable. I was just expecting me to get bored of it in 5 seconds, but no, I enjoyed it. It's a decent game. Also came bundled to 360, which was 5 games in total, but the other 4 I traded in. The pinata thing was in that. I never even played that one. Still gave me some games to play. Indiana Jones, need to complete that. It's just Left 4 Dead Go. Skyrim, did a Red Faction Armageddon. This got a lot of bad press with the 2011 stuff. A lot of people put this on the worst games. But actually, I quite enjoyed it. I found it quite fun and quite enjoyed it. Yeah, it's not going to be... Yeah, it's not as good as Guerrilla, but then they kind of removed all the open world sandboxiness and threw in a linear storyline. I liked the kind of thing where you could destroy an environment and just rebuild it with your nano thing. That was fun. Yeah, sure, the story's full of plot holes, and yeah. But it was fun. So yeah, I enjoyed it. Yeah, loads of people didn't, but hey, down to personal opinion, isn't it? The story's full of plot holes. There seems to be a whole gap in the middle of where some bad guy coming out of nowhere. Apparently your grandfather. It's a bit weird, really, how it's set out. Haven't got any more games for the Mega Drive, but I'm being down to Canterbury. That's on the list. Actually, I'll be going to working it. Actually, I'll be going to for a bit of work in Canterbury, so good opportunity. Did I tell you about the films I got? I think I did, I can't remember. It's now getting too hot and humid in here. Oh well, such is life. My display of cool things up there, chips and stuff, and geeky things and hard drives. Got a blue tank on top of the monitor. Oh yeah, I suppose you probably want to know why I got one of these. Well, you see, there comes those times when you need a tripod. But taking one of these to London just isn't practical, or out all the time. It just, yes, this has its place, but it just isn't practical to take with the camera everywhere. This is. So when you don't need a full-size tripod, this is where this comes in. Plus all this thing's falling apart. But that's where this comes in. It's one you can sling in the bag easily, attach it to a lamppost, and you can still get the shot you want in the night, do slow angle one, something like that, and it'll work. That's what I wanted it for. I was going to do some test shots tonight, but that got completely buggered up by the camera batteries being out. Actually, where is the charger? Is that it, or is that the Olympus? No, that's it. Ah, that's where I stashed the Olympus. So, with a bit of magic, I'll stick this on charge. Take my mobile phone off charge, which I plugged in and forgot about. That's one thing. I'm not a big fan of phones and whatnot, but well, I kind of need to have it on all the time in case work contacts me for something, because work could come out of the blue when they actually need me in. That's going to bed. That can be out of the blue. Oh God, get up there. Let's put up. Choice on that tape comes. There we go. The cupboard of death. The cupboard of death. Take out the other battery and put it with the charger so I remember it. And just slot the camera back in its beard. I'm going to be going to bed in a bit anyway. I have stuff to do tomorrow. It'd be nice not having to use out-of-date film. So yeah, that's all for now. I say thanks for watching. Dosimeter says night night. And I'll see you on the next see, which is whenever I next get around to recording. Bye.